Welcome everybody back with a video. Today we're going to be talking about the best bonus abilities for T15, T20 for basically mainly pot units, but it kind of goes both ways, right, technically. So let's look at the Epic Raid bonus. So sadly, since IZ is not going to be getting buffed anytime soon, we probably not for a while, right? Even if they mention it now, right, saying, oh, IZ is going to be getting buffed and all that good stuff, it won't happen right now, right? It probably won't happen for a while. So Jindanbo Raid is coming back very, very soon. It is going to be very, very easily because it is a rerun and it's basically a normal Epic Raid. So his HP is only about 15 million, 20 million HP, and his Awakened version, same thing, about 25 million HP. It's not that bad. So as you can see here, we have one. Where's the other ones? 2, 3. So we have 3 pot units. So 3 colors are having pot units. Now, I got a lot of questions. How to farm pots? You have to farm Epic Raids. IZ is not bad, but do keep in mind the drop rates without ×2 is not that great. Even with ×2, you get more pots in Epic Raids, which is a joke. That's actually funny to think about if you really think about it. You get more pots in Epic Raids than you ever will in ×2 IZ. They gotta fix it. So we do have 3 pot units here, being Kisuke, Lisa, and Retsu. So ideally, everyone's going to be farming pot units, right? So now you don't really need to run Retsu, Kisuke, or Lisa. You don't need to run them. You just need a pot unit in general, right? So, especially since I've been streaming the last couple weeks, I've been streaming a lot of Epic Raids. I've noticed a lot of people don't really want to work on their pot units. I don't know why. You should really invest into them, at least T15 and this SP10. That's all you really need. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be worthwhile. The faster the runs are, the more pots you farm. That's just how it is. So, on the screen right now is going to be all the pot units thus far that we currently have. This works for every single pot unit in the game. Even if they are NAD units, this is what you want. So, at T15, ideally, I would recommend give them weakened defense. Weakened defense is very valuable, either being an SP unit or a NAD unit. It does not matter. So, as you can see here on my Lisa, she does have weakened defense. Perfect. You know what that does? More damage for everybody. A lot of people don't know that. I see a lot of T10s going around, especially whenever a new Epic Raid does return. You're more than likely going to be using the pot units, right? Because ideally, the way BBS is now currently, right, at the current moment, the best way to farm pots is going to be farming Epic Raids. And not working on them on pot units kind of hurts. It really does. I've seen some runs. I have done runs with randoms. Those runs should not be taken as long as they should. So, Retsu over here, she does have weakened defense inbuilt into her. And I gave her another weakened defense, so thus far, she does have double weakened defense. So, do understand the best skills, in my opinion, especially when it comes to T15. It's like literally no effort, 750 super pots to T15 a unit. You want to give them weakened defense. Weakened defense allows everyone to do more damage, like I said it earlier. So, that is really about it. Now, when it comes to T20, you could give them T20 if you really like the characters. Kisuke is very good. Swimsuit Retsu is very good. Lisa is a bit iffy, but it just comes down to you if you really want a T20 of them. I do recommend at least T15 them and just work on their first slot, either being SP or attack. I worked on Lisa's second slot because honestly, I'm literally going to be using her for God knows how long. I am not summoning for Burning Witch Nini, so it's, you know, that's just how things are going to be. So overall, hopefully, it was a very educational video, even though it was very little. It was very short. Could have probably made like a 30-second video. But people need to know, right, that when it comes to pot units, you really want to work on them. Don't just leave them 10-10-10. At least give them the T15. Give them the weakened defense. It's a win-win situation. Everyone gets more pots. The runs are faster. The run won't fail. I've seen some runs fail just because the damage is really not there. So overall, it's a simple guide, especially when it comes to pot units, because it's mainly made for pot units. Ideally, T15, give them weakened defense. The second ability, it could be whatever. It could be full stab if you're going to be manually playing with them. It could be last ditch if you want more last ditch, or damage to whatever, right? So Grimjow, that, you know, SP unit, he has weakening on everything. You can give him weakened defense and damage to weaken if you really want to. Same thing with everybody else. Depends what it is, their second ability, or if they inflict the stats element, just, it comes down to you, the second ability. But the first ability, I highly recommend just give them weakened defense. It's gonna work. It's definitely worth it in the long run. You'll notice a huge difference if you've been farming with me in the last couple streams. been saying, and weaken defense. It will help a lot, even on your NAD units. Yes, it will. Trust me, those runs, they go by much, much quicker. You will see a dramatic difference. You really will. So other than that, though, hope you guys have a good day. Hope it was very educational. I do get a lot of questions. This will work even without pot units. Ideally, most of the time, you want to give just a normal unit full stam damage and weaken defense anyways, if they're GQ, or you can give them full stam and long stride, whatever. I'm sorry, if you are curious about extra bonus abilities, it still works. Full stam, long stride, full stam, damage to X ability, or just full stam and weaken defense. That's ideally the builds for just non-pot units, but for pot units specifically, I feel like even if you want to change a skill for like key scale, right, because you do use them in GQ and some other content, you still want to give them that weakened defense. It's definitely worthwhile. Other than that, though, I've been rambling on way too long, so other than that, if you have any other questions, let me know down below, and I'll talk to you guys later on. Peace out.